Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to the last video of phase diagram, where in this video we will look at example where we're going to describe the changes in phase with respect to the temperature at constant pressure and pressure at constant temperature. So this is actually what we have covered in the first video of phase diagram, this part. But here I'm going to do, this is actually an example from the past year question. So let's do it together. So the triple point and critical point are given in the following table. So first one, sketch the phase diagram of CO2. So phase diagram, remember yang ini bisa buat awal-awal dulu outline. Don't forget your y-axis and your x-axis. Okay, so y-axis ni apa? This is actually our pressure. Tapi dalam case ni dia bagi spesifikkan ATM. And then kita ada kita punya temperature which is in degree Celsius. Okay, then don't forget to label our solid liquid paper. So that's the first one. Tapi dekat sini dia bagi kita triple point, 5.2 and negative 57. Okay, so how I'm gonna write it down? So kat sini penting, so first adalah label lah. This is our T. This is my T. And this is my C. Okay. Tapi dekat sini, dia dah bagi dah triple point 5.2 dengan temperature dia negative 57, critical point 73 dengan 31. So we have to label it lah. So what I'm going to write down, so I'm going to label this one and I'm going to label this one. Okay. So that is actually for example number A. So again, jangan lupa the axis, our line ni, labelkan step satu ni. And then triple point, critical point. Dalam case ni sebab dia dah bagi spesifik dah kan. Triple point this one. And then this is my critical point. So I have to label it here. Okay, so next dia tanya. Explain how to obtain liquid CO2. So liquid CO2, macam mana nak obtain dia? Okay, so first kita tengok lah. Kalau kita nak liquid CO2, sebenarnya starting negative 57 ni, barulah kita ada for the temperature itself, yang above negative 57 baru ada liquid. So, nak jawab soalan ni for B1. Okay, first kita akan increasekan temperature dia above negative 57. So, ni baru satu in terms of temperature. So, kan this is talking about temperature dengan pressure kan. Okay, so lagi liquid pula. Kalau pressure pula macam mana? So, kalau pressure, kena make sure. So, walaupun dekat sini, kita tidak tahu kan nombor dia specifically. But we know pressure dia tu kenalah above 5.2 ni. Sebab kalau kita kata kena pressure above 73, dekat sini kan sebenarnya boleh lagi. Bawah 73 masih ada lagi boleh liquid kita. So next is actually make sure kita punya pressure, liquid kita ni start daripada 5.2 dan above. So increase the pressure above 5.2 atm. So that's for question number 1. Okay, so for question number 2, dia kata how to obtain solid CO2 at room condition. And then 25 degrees Celsius lah mostly. Okay, tapi dia nak solid CO2 at room condition. Dia nak solid. Okay, room condition ni kita tengok dekat sini. The temperature, solid CO2, kita nak concerning ourselves with 1 atm lah. So, dekat sini, kita akan buat 1 atm. So, at around sini lah At in sini. So, macam tu. 1 atm dekat sini. How we gonna answer it? Sebab bila dia adalah dekat at around 1 atm yang ni, so we know that the temperature ni memang confirm lah. Kat sini kita tak tahu kan apa temperature dia. But we know that the temperature is lower than negative 57. So kita tulis dekat sini. Number 2. Decrease the temperature below negative 57. So that's for our question B. So question C. Predict and explain the phase changes with CO2 in a closed vessel which is compressed from atmospheric pressure to 8 atm isothermally at 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, so untuk question C1 ni, Okay, question C1. So what would happen? Temperature dia negative 30 degree Celsius, tapi pressure dia is from 1 atm to 8 atm. Okay, so dekat sini, walaupun kita tak sure dekat mana, tapi kita tulis sahajalah. Yang ini kita buat assumption sahaja. So, yang ini, pada yang ini, buat dia S1. So, sini kita buat dia jadi 8. Tinggi sangat pula. So, contohnya sini 8. Lepas tu, at negative 30 degree Celsius. So, assume lah negative 30 ni dekat sini. Okay, so bila negative 30 ni dekat sini, negative 30. So, I'm just gonna assume sebenarnya akan ada from here to here. Okay. Dia nak kata, predict and explain the phase changes. So, dekat sini, I'm gonna write down lah. I'm just gonna label it here. A. Okay, so this is my first point. Lepas tu ada point B ni. Ada point B here. And then ada point C. Okay, so kita kena tunjuk lah what is the phase changes. So we have to write it down. Kalau A, dia sebenarnya adalah vapor. Kalau B, dia adalah liquid vapor. C itself, dia adalah liquid. That's for point number 1. Okay, remember dia kata dekat sini explain the phase changes. Kita kena tulis betul-betul. Temperature dia negative 30. So, betul lah negative 30 ni from 1 atm to 8 atm. So, lagipun dia kata dekat sini kan isothermal. Isothermal ni, it means that constant temperature. Yang ini dekat sini, misal dia explain. Isothermal, constant temperature. Isobaric, constant pressure. Okay, so right now, let's look for question number 2 pula. It is cool to temperature of negative 70% and negative 70 degrees Celsius isobarically at atm. Isobarically maksudnya dia adalah constant constant P. Okay, dalam case ni our P would be, kita guna purple pula lah. Kita guna color ni. So in this case, P kita constant which is 8 atm. So temperature tu nak change kepada berapa? Dia kata cool to the temperature. So, maknanya from 1 temperature to negative 70 degrees Celsius. Tapi, from which temperature? Sebenarnya daripada negative 30 ni kepada negative 70 degrees Celsius. So, here negative 30 degrees Celsius to negative 70. So, macam mana kita nak buat ni? How we gonna answer it? Okay, so we now know that the pressure is 8 atm while the temperature is from negative 30 to negative 70. So, for 8 atm is this one, is this line from negative 30 to negative 70. Okay, so again, this is negative 30, negative 57. Okay, so we know that even though we do not sure, we do not know the accurate value, but we know the negative 70 will be this area lah. Kan, tak mungkin pula di sini. Okay, so I'm just going to write down the value, negative 70, where I'm going to denote it by using this neon color, negative 70. Okay, again, from negative 30 degree to negative 70 Celsius for 8 atm. So here 8 atm, negative 30 here until negative 70 here. So I'm going to use this neon color. So from C until this point. Okay, so I'm just going to line this one line. Yang ini pun. This will be my negative 70. Okay. So, right now, we're going to start. So, previously, we start with A, B, C, kan? Okay, sekarang ni line kita ni start dengan C. So, again, kalau C ni, what is the phase? C, the phase is actually our liquid. Okay, so, we started from here. Then, we're going to go straight. Okay, C here, we're going to go straight. Okay, we find this one line here, which is our solid dengan liquid lah. Yang line tu betul solid liquid. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna write down solid liquid in equilibrium. Okay, but then how do we denote it? Sebab kita dah start A, B, C. Next kita start dengan huruf D lah pula. So I'm just gonna draw here D. So D is actually again, D ni is the line where solid and liquid in equilibrium. Our pressure is atm, negative 30 until negative 70. So for this line,
at about negative 57 lah kan, around this area. We want until negative 70. So we have denote this line kan, this one negative 70 kita. So last line ni kita jalan lah. From sini kita jalan sampai here. So here is actually our this line. Okay, so I'm just gonna denote it as E. Okay, this one bukan lagi in equilibrium sebab dia seorang-seorang je. It's by itself here. So E ni apa? So here E is our solid. Okay, so this is again the phase changes when our CO2 is cool to a temperature of negative 70. Dia cool daripada negative 30 pergi negative 70.
Okay, so this example is quite long sebab ini pun memang soalan pasia kan. So dia, and then it actually test your understanding lah. Jadi soalan dia lain sikit sebab yang tiba-tiba dia kata macam mana nak obtain certain phases tu. Tapi jangan risau, nanti Miss akan bagi lots of question in Google Form. So that's it for this video, the last video of chapter 5.